Hi everyone, and welcome to the Mirror's first ever Love Island Facebook Live with our resident expert, Marcel Somerville.
What's going on?
You took a while to pop up there. I didn't think you were coming.
I
Apologies for
I was
late.
being mysterious, you know what I mean? I was a bombshell coming in late, you know what I'm saying?
Absolute bombshell for sure. I'm Vicki Newman, and I'm assistant showbiz editor at Mirror Online. Of course, I'm joined by former Islander Marcel, who was in the villa in 2017, and also just want to let everyone know that Marcel was also a member of Blazing Squad because he's never mentioned it. So I just wanted to make sure.
I thought you was going to set me up for that. I wanted to say that line. That's my line. You're not allowed to take it from me, Vic.
Oh, sorry. I've just done it. So yeah, today we're going to be chatting about the new cast, which were obviously announced yesterday. The show is coming back in a matter of days after what feels like years, quite frankly. So yeah, me and Marcel are going to be chatting about the new Islanders and some of the predictions, who we think might couple up, who will last, and who's going to be the first person to drag the suitcase down that path. Which is, nobody wants to be first out, does it, Marcel?
I was first out, literally. Well, I was the first boy out, and it was literally torture. Because you're waiting in a little tent outside, waiting for them to be like, all right, Marcel, it's your go. And I was thinking, maybe I'm going to be going in last. Like, maybe I'm the bombshell one. But I was the first boy out, and it was hell.
Yeah. I mean, that awkward lineup at the start is always my favourite moment. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so awkward. It's the horrible, like the pressure that you're under. Because I'm pretty sure it's always the boys that come out second, and they're getting chosen in it. So literally, it's like. The amount of pressure and stress you're under being the first boy, especially the first boy, walking down and just having these people just judging you straight away.
It's all about looks on that initial walkout, isn't it? Because there's nothing else that the girls can possibly base it on. And I do think it's interesting as well that it is always the girls who are doing the choosing in this scenario. For some reason, I don't think it would sit right that if it was a lineup of boys choosing the girls as they came out one by one. What do you think?
I totally agree with what you're saying there, because it'd probably be seen as I don't know, it'd be seen differently. Do you know what I mean? I think letting the women choose is definitely the right way, rather than the boys being like, yeah, I'm gonna have you. It's a different vibe, isn't it? It's a different kind of thing.
Absolutely, girl power is what you're trying to say, Marcel.
Literally, and I think it's only right that the girls do start with the power. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, 100%. But yeah, we're going to take a look at this year's Islanders. But if you've got any questions for Marcel along the way, just drop them in the comments and we'll pass on as many as we can. So who's first up then? Let's have a look. So this is Sharon, who's 25, from Oxford and a civil servant. And as part of our interview, she, for going in, she said, I tend to date someone who is taller than me, even though my last long-term partner, he was actually someone who was shorter than me.
Bit of a contradiction there.
What do I mean? She's not picky is what she's saying, She'll give everyone a chance.
I feel like potentially she wants someone tall, but she always seems to get the short guys approaching her. Maybe that's the case.
You don't know what's going to be coming in the villa though as well, do you? There could be slim pickings, couldn't there?
It's true. You know what I mean? You never know. You could end up with a Kim, because Kim was 5'10". Do you know what I'm saying? 5'10". But yeah.
I'm 5'10", so I've never heard one. Who have we got next? Who's next in the lineup? So this is Hugo, who's 24 and is a PE teacher from Hampshire. And he said, I've been single for a while now. With the current climate, it's been really hard to get back into dating. I saw it as an opportunity to have some fun in the summer. And yeah, why not? I mean, he's right. The lockdown has done no favours for single people, has it?
Not at all.
But
I bet you're all dying to get back out there again. Do you know what I mean? And the perfect place is Love Island. I actually feel like Hugo could be like, he could be that guy because he's the PE teacher, like humble job and all that kind of stuff. He could be a bit of a sweetheart kind of character.
Do you think he might like get everyone doing the bleep test maybe across? Pass some time, wouldn't it?
We literally used to do the bleep test. Georgia Harrison used to do lengths in the garden every day. Literally, she was crazy.
Oh, there's not much else to do, is there really though?
Literally zero to do. Like apart, like when there ain't a challenge and there ain't some drama, there's nothing to do but chill, work out, and chill.
Yeah, I think it would take a lot to keep yourself occupied, and that's what works so well about the show, isn't it? Though, because there's nothing to do but interact with the other people who are there.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
You know, there's going to be drama. Hopefully, I'm hoping for a bit of summer drama. I need the awkwardness. I need like people getting pied. That's
there's going to be 100% drama. I feel like I know who's going to bring the drama, and I feel like they're going to be later on.
Okay, right. So who've we got up next in the lineup? So this is Liberty, who's 21 from Birmingham, and she's a Nando's waitress and marketing student. And she said, I like tall alpha male, confident, a cheeky chappy sort of guy, but obviously there's always usually combined with player types. Oh, I mean, she's got a point, hasn't she?
Well, she's going into Love Island, and all of the guys that usually go into Love Island have all of those traits similar. Like usually there will definitely be a couple guys in there that will be marking all of those boxes. The player types, I've seen a couple of them in the lineup. I'm getting the sense that Dr. Marcel radar is on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, like I feel like Nando's waitress, she's probably gonna have a bit of banter about her. Birmingham as well, so she's gonna have the accent. I think she'll be funny.
It did make us laugh in the press pack. She said something about how guys always try to like take her on a date to Nando's so that they can get a discount.
And they walk in and go, Liberty, what are you doing here, love?
Oh God! Is it you, Vicki? On shift today. Right, who's up next?
Aaron.
Is Aaron, 24. He's a luxury events host from London. Not just any events, luxury events. And he says he needs somebody that's passionate about what they do, from scientist to anything. But I feel like straight away he set the bar very high there, hasn't he? That you can be passionate about what you do and be a scientist.
If you're a scientist, a heart surgeon, any of the above, he's on tonight.
Yeah, like
literally.
You know, no offense, I don't think there's many scientists probably going to be rocking up into the Love Island this year.
Do you know what? They might not be scientists, but Camilla used to like deactivate bombs and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So like, I'm not saying
there's nobody intelligent. I'm just saying there's not many scientists who've got the summer free. You know,
that's true, because they're busy working on vaccines and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
They've got bigger fish to fry, Marcel. Right, who's up next? So this is Shannon, who's 22. She's a model from Fife. And she said, I don't feed off looks, I feed off energy. I need someone with personality, just someone I can have fun with. I mean, first of all, I love that we've got a Shannon and a Sharon in the villa.
There's going to be so much confusion.
One of the boys is going to say the wrong name and
it's going to blow up. Wait, did you just call me Sharon?
Yeah.
And then no, I didn't mean it. You've been thinking about Sharon this whole time. Oh, drama.
Yeah,
drama.
Kick off. Who's next? So this is Jake, 24, a water engineer from Weston-super-Mare, and he said, looks-wise, he always goes for blondes. But for me, the main thing is having respect and having good fun and someone who will be loyal to you. There's a few blondes in there, so he's got good, pick of the bunch.
He's got good pickings. Yeah. But it comes down to whether or not the girls are feeling him, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can light up the blonde, but if the blondes ain't feeling, what are you gonna do in that situation?
Well, exactly. The one thing I noticed about Jake straight away, correct as if I'm wrong, I don't feel like many men in Love Island history have sort of embraced the hairy chest.
The hairy chest. Well,
Yeah.
Johnny Mitchell had a hairy chest.
Well, I said correct as if I'm wrong, and you did, so thanks for that. I look like a fool now.
I'm an expert. What can I say? I know these things.
Generally speaking, or is all I'm saying. They're getting the feet out before they're going in, aren't they?
100% the waxing. Like literally, before I went on, like someone actually said, "Marsh, like you should get a full body wax." I was like, really? Like I can't like I'm not very hairy anyway, but like I was like, I don't really know if I want to do that. Who's really gonna be looking at my hairiness?
Whole body's a bit much.
Yeah, like back sack and crack and all that. It was like, no, I'm not too sure.
You've got to think about regrowth. You don't want that getting prickly.
Exactly, you're there for 8 weeks. You're there for 8 weeks with a prickly bum. It's not the one. It's not the one.
No. Right, who's up next? So this is Kaz, 26, a fashion blogger from Essex. And she says, I like meeting new people. I'm ready to be in a relationship. And why not be in a place where people are looking for the same things as me? I mean, yeah, good point. Everyone in there is, well, other though, this is a good question. Is everybody in there genuinely looking to find a love connection?
I don't know, to tell you the truth. Like I feel like obviously sometimes you come to the show and you do find that love connection, but at the same time the show is that big now that if you get onto Love Island, it's a life changer. Do you know what I mean? So like you're probably gonna be going on there with that in mind. Oh, like if I come out of a relationship, that's great, but at the same time you know that you're gonna literally be coming out of it potentially with a lot of work and a whole new chapter of your life about to begin.
I think it all depends on if you get someone good to run your Instagram while you're in there, really.
Very true, very true. Like I feel like a lot of people that would have been going on to it like this year and last year and all that kind of stuff, they probably had people, they probably created a lot of content prior to going into the show. When I went on, I had no idea what to do with Instagram. I had 2,000 followers, so like literally game changer.
I mean, it's still more than I've got now. So again, I just feel like you're coming out with all the burns.
I'm sorry, Vic. I didn't mean to.
Honestly, right. Who's next? Change the subject. Who's next? So this is Brad, talking Geordie, 26, from Northumberland, a labourer. So what I like about his quote, right, is there was obviously everyone was being asked, what's your ideal partner? People were describing like, personality traits. Look, he just went straight in there and named people. Like, this is who I want. So Megan Fox, basically, Zara McDermott, or Summer Rae from Instagram. I'm not personally sure who that is, but I'm sure a real looker.
Yeah. He basically likes tall brunettes, slim tall brunettes. Okay. So I'm trying to think who's in the lineup that's his type.
I feel like there is a brunette. I don't know about height-wise. I'm not sure. But yeah, there'll be someone. There's someone for everyone, Marcel.
It's true. But do you know what? Like I was watching Brad's story, and I feel like Brad, he's the character that a lot of people are gonna warm to straight away because of his Geordiness. Do you know what I mean? Like Sam Dowland, everyone warmed to Sam because Sam was like he had that laddie kind of vibe to him, and I feel like Brad's got that, but he's also got a bit of like a sensitive side to him.
I mean, us Geordies, we're just lovely people, Marcel.
It's true.
We're a friendly bunch, We're always making friends. Right, who've we got next? So this is Chloe, 25, and she's a financial services marketing executive. She says, I like a good build. I go to the gym. I want someone who's funny, really funny and caring, and will do nice little things for you. That's nice, isn't it? It is. It's those little things that sort of show how much you like someone, isn't it?
100%. It's the look, and Love Island is full of those. Like you will be seeing a lot of the small gestures, and the big gestures throughout the show. Do you know what I mean? Like so, like that's always one of the things to look out for when they're trying to like woo their partner.
Yeah. All I'm hoping is that nobody brings up the term half girlfriend this year, because that made us cringe real bad. You either are, you aren't, okay?
Yeah, you gotta be.
You
You gotta
are.
put all your eggs in one basket or not. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Right, who is next? So this is Toby, 22, and he's a semi-pro footballer and an Essex lad. And he says, I've never been in a relationship. And I thought, if Love Island can't find me a relationship, then no one can. And there's always one person who goes in there and has like never had a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, is this like not a terrifying prospect for somebody in that situation?
I don't think Toby is that scared. Like I watched a video on Toby, and Toby he's all about that. He's got the chat. He's all about the girls, but he's just never been in a serious relationship. So hopefully he finds a good partner at the start of the show, and they can like build it throughout the rest of the 8 or 9 weeks or whatever it is.
Yeah, and who is up next? I think we've got one more girl.
Yeah.
So this is Faye, 26, a lettings manager from Devon. And she says, in the last year, we haven't been able to experience anything. I'm open to anything. The opportunity came up, so why wouldn't I? I'd love to meet somebody. So this is again, so she thinks she's the second person to sort of mention that, you know, obviously the last year has been kind of no-go for the dating scene. What do you think of that? Is this a good way to get back into it?
I feel like Love Island is probably the best way to get yourself out there and get yourself seen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like meeting someone on Love Island, there's been so many long-term relationships off the back of it. Why not give it a go? Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you're lucky enough to get onto the show, you might find the one.
Definitely. We've got questions starting to come in. So Sam Elliott wants to know what your pre-show tip would be to the Islanders, and will we be reading, who will we be reading about the most after the show? Because as you know, obviously some people sort of come and go, and others like yourself, you just hang around for years and years.
I'm just there, do you know what I mean? I'm just loitering around, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like. I like to loiter. So my pre-show tip would be, all right, when you're going in there, you've got to be confident in who you are. Like, because like on the first day, my confidence got totally knocked, and I was like,
yeah,
what the hell? Like, what am I doing? But then I had a word of myself, and I was like, Mars, you know what? You know yourself, like you know you've got a good personality. All of these people, like in the real world, everyone loves you. So like, why do they not love you in here? And then I realized, all right, cool, you just do your thing, Mars. And then from after that conversation I had with myself, literally, I became everyone's friend, and everyone wanted to keep me in the villa, and it was just like, cool. Do you know what I mean? You but just be confident in your personality and what you're bringing to the table. That's all I was saying in regards to that. And then who do I think we're going to be talking about the most after the show? I don't know, like because I haven't seen enough of them to like really make a full judgment. But there are a few characters on there who have got a bit of a feistiness about them. So I feel like there may be potentially a lot of clashing between a couple people.
I mean, do you think that the change in the villa your year, when like you said, everybody suddenly came round to you, was that because you revealed your top secret past in Blazing Squad?
Do you know what? Like the Blazing Squad thing came up. Like I was letting that loose. Well, they like not gonna lie, the producers asked me to like let people know. They asked me to let people know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They asked me, so I was like, all right, cool, I'll throw it into conversation. But it wasn't that. It was more the fact that as the first week went on, people were having like moments when they were cracking and all that kind of stuff, and everyone was coming to talk to me about it. I think it's because I was the oldest one in the villa. Everyone was coming to talk to me, and then from having conversations and kind of like giving people little morale boosts and all those kind of things, it kind of turned into like, yo, Mars is like, we need Mars in the villa. He needs to be here for our mental health. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was Dr. Marcel by the end of it. So
yeah. So Emmeline is asking, how different do you think this series is going to be compared to when you were on it?
Do you know what? Like, I feel like the year that I was on the show, I'm not gonna lie, it was the best year. I was in IKEA the other day, and someone come up to me and was like, "Marsh, you know what? Like, your show it was definitely the best year." Afterwards, I I've been watching it, but it's not been the same. And I'm like, you know, fair enough, fair enough. But what I will say is, I feel like this series of it, I feel like because there's been a year off, I feel like they're going to come back with a bang, and I feel like they would have been casting. They would have made sure that the cast was 100% right, because the casting on this show is you know what I mean. It's got to be on point, because they need the characters, and I feel like based on what I've seen from their little small clippets, they definitely got a couple of the characters who are similar to previous characters, but they will probably bring their own little bit of je ne sais quoi to the show.
Of course. So yeah, obviously in the lineup there, we've got 6 girls and 5 boys. And as we've already discussed, obviously the girls are lined up, the boys come down one by one and are introduced by Laura. And then the girls have to step forward to sort of register their interest, if you will. And then if there's more than one, the boy then chooses who he wants to couple up with. So obviously there's going to be one boy who, oh no, is that right?
No. So there's going to be a girl that's going to come in after all of the girls are picked.
Right, you're right.
There's going to be the first bombshell is going to walk in.
Yes. Okay. So who is going to be left single then? Who do you think? So there's going to be one girl who is single at the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? It's hard. It's hard because obviously, like, a couple of the guys have said that they like blondes, and there's 3 blondes in there. It's gonna be hard because it all kind of comes down to who they're making the bombshell as well. Because do you know what I mean? Like the predictions are it's a very tense one. It's a very tense one. I feel like if I was to pair people up, I'm just going through the list of them. I don't know. I feel like I'm judging off of looks now. And I don't really want to do that.
So little about them. I mean, who does anybody strike you as like a standout star? I mean, you've said Brad, the cheeky Geordie labourer. You know, I think he could probably win people over. I think he's going to have like quite a cheeky, fun personality. He'll be up for a laugh, I think.
I feel like Brad potentially, just based off of the video that I saw on Brad, I feel like Brad might potentially pair up with Chloe. I can see them together.
Okay.
I can see them together. And then I can also see, where is he? There he is. I can also see Jake. I can see Jake potentially pairing up with either Faye. This is only for the start of it. Either Faye or Liberty. I feel like potentially it could, but then at the same time there's Hugo, and Hugo has got that kind of like you know what I mean? Like,
he's going to be like fun to be around as well.
Yeah, I feel like and I feel like there's a sense of alpha maleness about him. He's a PE teacher. He likes to be physical. He likes to do all of these different things. I feel like potentially him. All right, I feel like potentially I'm just throwing it out there now. I'm spitballing right now.
Yeah, man, go on.
Hugo and my mate Jake, love triangle.
Oh, okay.
With Faye, I'm throwing it into throwing it into existence. Because both of them said that they like blondes as well. So
yeah, I think there could be a lot of drama of it, you know, even just because it's been, like you say, it's been a year since, and it's not like, you know, generally speaking, the whole dating world did just shut down, you know, like it was literally illegal to go over someone else's house. So like,
even if you was romantically inclined, you couldn't go and visit. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
So yeah, like, you know, people were hooking up much, they were dating, so I think there's going to be a lot of kind of, you know, sex-starved singletons going in there. I think I can't remember who it was, someone, I think it might have been Brad, said in like his little VT that he sort of talked about how long it had been. So I think he's ready.
So maybe he's ready. He's ready to let loose. He's ready to go. He's ready to go.
Is anybody in this a potential winner? Do you think? Like, are any of these people going to go all the way to the end?
I'm gonna fill you in on a little Love Island knowledge.
Go on then.
The original cast for Love Island, whoever's in the original cast, pretty much 99.9% of the time they will be making it all the way to the final. Like there'll be a lot of the original cast in the final because they're the ones that you meet first, and you're like, oh, cool, I really want that person to find love, or I'm really connecting with that person. So like, I feel like there will be quite a few of these. Maybe they might not be paired up with people from this car, like maybe they might be with a bombshell or whatever it is down the line. But I feel like there is definitely potential in this cast to make it happen. I feel like potentially they're gonna put Shannon Singh in as the bombshell to walk in afterwards, because she's got the previous model kind of thing to her. So they're gonna be like, all right, cool. She looks first in a picture.
Yeah, she'll know how to like strut her way in there.
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, and who is any of these people striking you as like the leave first type? Like, who's packing that suitcase straight away?
The first one. I don't know. I don't want to jinx anyone. I want to have their own run. I don't want to put that kind of vibe on them.
Yeah,
like, obviously on my season, like I feel like because Harley was the first person to leave on my season, and when Harley walked in, I would have been like, oh my god, all the girls are gonna go for him because he was muscly, he had the blue eyes, the blonde hair, like he was that guy. He was that guy on the first walk down. So for him to be the first one to leave, it was a bit of a shock, innit? So I feel like I don't wanna put that on anyone just yet.
No, I do think you've got a point though as well about the original lineup sort of sticking through it longer, because I do think that as viewers you do identify with them more, and you just learn to really like them. And at first, like, you might do a few eye rolls and whatever, but you do really come to like them, don't you? And you get so invested in them. And when they get like upset or they hurt or something, like you're upset. Like, I've literally sat and like, I'll say, oh, I'm a cynic, I don't, they're all in there just because they want fame or whatever. There's times I have sat and cried watching Love Island because
you feel the connection. You feel the connection, and the thing about it as well is it's like on the first week or the first day, the first week you're watching them, you're just learning these people's personalities. By the fourth week, you know that person's personality and you know what they're thinking or what they're gonna do in that situation. Yeah. So you're either on their side or you're against them. In it, like there was so much drama in the villa when I was in there, so much back and forth between people because people's personalities would clash, but they would still be friends. You know what I'm saying? But they'd be having arguments and they'd be like bickering and all that kind of stuff. But you would still know, all right, that's just how that person is. Tomorrow it's going to be totally fine. But I also feel like all of the pairings that we're going to see in this first week, on this first day, they might be like, oh my god, yeah, you're my type, whatever it is. After the first week, it all goes out the window because they bring new people and yours and it's early enough for you to be like, you know what, don't really think this is working out. I'm gonna go on and try something else. And like even the original cast, they'll be intertwining between each other. So it's like there's so much that is in store for us over the next like few weeks. It's about over the next 2 months or whatever it is. It's going to be mental.
The rest of the year, probably.
literally, because it continues. You leave the villa and it just follows you. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, I do think, like, we've spoken about it before, that it's really interesting when this initial lineup, when they go in and they all pair up, obviously, based purely on looks and physical attraction, which obviously is important. You've got to fancy someone, haven't you? But you see very quickly those relationships begin to unravel, because once they've started talking to each other, they realise, oh, actually, we've got now in common. You tell stupid jokes that I don't like, or whatever, and there's just a personality clash, and that is completely unavoidable. And I think once you've got that sort of clash and you realise I don't like you, like they're not even attractive to you anymore, are they?
Exactly. Because I like from a viewer's point of view, like I've like I saw, because at the start it was Amber was paired up with Harley, then Kim fancied Amber, but then there was like that swap happened, and then like Harley was out on his own, but it's because Harley was kind of shy at the start, innit? So Kim was full of energy and full of personality. So it was like you kind of like base someone on their looks and go, all right, cool, well, I like that. But then the personality is like the show is all based on personality. Like after like the first 2 weeks of the show, you're no longer looking at people and going, oh, like yeah, like they're super fit or whatever. It's who you prefer to talk to, who you like to surround yourself with and have conversations with. That's what really kind of like comes to light.
Yeah, definitely. It's quite a young cast as well this year, isn't it? I think the oldest is about 26-ish, maybe.
Really?
Yeah. The oldest so far is 26. So they're all too young for me, basically.
Is Kaz the oldest?
I think there's a few 26-year-olds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long as there's a few of them, because I remember watching, because when I went on the show, I was 31 when I went on the show, which is crazy. But I remember watching a season of the show, and someone was 26, and they were talking to her like a 21-year-old, and they were like, "Oh, like you're old," and I was like, "Wow, ageism." Imagine they was on my series, I'd be like, thinking, "Oh, wow."
You are way over the hill as far as
I'm way over the hill now. Do you know what I mean? I'm a family man now. I've got babies and all that kind of stuff. Literally.
One thing that we haven't seen so far in this cast is like the famous connection. Have we? We haven't got that so far.
Well, do you know what? I feel like potentially, usually they have the original cast, and there's someone from the original cast who is that person.
Yeah.
But I feel like they know that people have been dying for this show for so long. They don't need to throw all away straight away. 100%, a bombshell is going to come in, and it's going to be someone like a bombshell that is a super bombshell, because they're going to be like, I don't know, like I don't know. It's going to be like who's the most famous? It's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be Will Smith's grandson or whatever. I don't know. It's going to be someone you would never think of. It's going to be like Cristiano Ronaldo's son is entering the villa. I don't know, but like I feel like they're going to definitely have that bombshell who comes in and they're like, yo, you know what, like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be this, or I'm this person, because I was that guy. Do you know what I mean? I remember being that guy. I was
you were your own celebrity connection, Norman.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? I was that guy. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the year before me, they had Miss Great Britain, and they thought, and they thought, oh, like, yeah, we got Miss Great Britain in there. Nah, mate, Blazing Squad, Rocky B, literally like game changer. I set out for Danny Dyer, Fury, all of them. I set out for them.
You did. A trailblazer is what everyone.
Exactly, a trailblazer. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, everyone says it. Honestly, it's just the first thing people mention when they bring it. But obviously, we've not got long to wait now. It's only a few days away. With Love Island kicking off on Monday, June 28th on ITV2, 9 o'clock. I think it is. It's definitely a post-watershed show. But thanks so much for joining me today, and don't forget that Marcel is going to be here with us doing these Facebook Lives every now and again, probably every week, to talk about what's been happening in the villa. And you're also going to be writing a column for us as well, with all of your inner musings about the show. So yeah, come back and check those out. Thanks so much.